What's up, everybody? It's Angela here to do my Pretty Little Liars Season 5, Episode 10, a Dark Alley recap. I really quickly want to apologize for not making a recap video last week. My computer was being a moron, and it turns out that my free video editing software turns out to be a trial version, so I don't have it this week, so I'm coming at you from my camera on my phone. And this week I was completely bamboozled by Allie, but we'll get to that towards the end. So let's jump right off into this recap video. We find out that the guy who has confessed to kidnapping Allie is a man named Cyrus Petrilla, and Lieutenant Tanner is talking to Mr. D, who's back in town, shockingly. He hasn't been back in a few episodes, and frankly, I can't even remember his first name. Creeper De Laurentiis? I don't know. She doesn't want anybody to know that they have him in custody until they have enough information to issue a warrant. He wants to see Allie and ask her if that's the guy that kidnapped her, and she says, I don't know. So we go a little bit forward to Allie talking to the girls, and they're asking her why she said she didn't know, why she just didn't come right out and say no. They're wondering why A hasn't taken credit for this, and I was wondering the same thing. But once again, we'll find that out at the end of the frickin' episode. So, Emily is going to stay with Allie and try and convince her to say no, that Cyrus was not the guy that kidnapped her. They think it's the best move, and Spencer, Arya, and Hannah are all talking, and Arya still has the fucking photos from Allie, hasn't hidden them yet, and tells the girls, I'm gonna go hide them right now. I got a great hidey hole. Nobody knows about it. She won't even tell Hannah where it is. You got a really great hiding spot, Spencer. I mean, somebody's obviously knows where you hide your crap. Who better than a sister? Just my opinion, but anyway. So, she goes off to hide them, okay? Say no to sweats, Ella. That's all I have to say. She's still pissed off about this whole Zach thing. Heartbroken, I guess. You know, Arya offers to make her phone calls for her and cancel everything. And then we go to Hannah cleaning Caleb's nasty-ass cabin. She's so tired of Allie. She just wants to clean all the filth out of her life, and I guess she figured out she would start with Caleb's gross place. I mean, I'm not the cleanest person in the world, but there's no way in hell I'd live in that mess. Come on now. Spencer is hiding her pictures finally and figures out that the recording is gone. Melissa shows up and asks her if she's missing something or just looking for something or whatever, cleaning, I think was what she said. And Spencer says she dropped her pen. Whatever. Well, then Spencer gets a phone call and Melissa's like, go ahead and take it. I'll wait. Well, it's supposedly playing the tape back to Spencer, and then she gets a text that says, checkmate A. Who do y'all think took the recording out of Spencer's super secret, greatest hiding spot ever? Do we think it's Melissa? I'm kind of leaning toward Melissa myself. I don't know why Melissa would send that text, because I don't think Melissa's A. Not sure. I really don't know. But my strongest theory is that Melissa took it, or Melissa told somebody to take it. So, but I don't know why A would claim doing it, you know? Anyway, Spencer meets up with Hannah and Caleb, who are out jogging, looking totally adorable in their workout gear. And she tries to tell Hannah about the missing tape, and she just doesn't give a fuck. I don't blame her. She's just over Arya. She's over Allie at this point. So Spencer and Arya are watching Melissa Cam and see that somebody came to the barn in the middle of the night. I think it was Ezra. Looked like Ezra to me. I immediately went, what's Ezra doing there? You know, but I mean, we got a couple guys on the show. It could be anybody, but it just looked like Ezra's build. His hat was the same as in last season with the black baseball cap. And they zoom in, and Melissa is telling him, do it, trust me, do it. Okay, so, really quick theory. At the end of this episode, I'm fast forwarding a little bit. we see Melissa making a video to Spencer telling her what's happened, assumingly. I think this means Melissa will die. Because why else would you make a video? She feels threatened. She's thinking something's going to happen. What if she's staging a death? Because ever since Allie supposedly died and then really wasn't dead, I'm kind of skeptical when they say people die. I want to see the body. I want to see a coroner investigating the body. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see him definitely dead written on the little parchment. I don't know. Parchment. Paper. Or like in freaking 1800. They write on parchment in Pretty Little Liars. I want to see him investigating the body to know she's dead. What better way to get somebody off your trail than fake your own death, you know? And maybe that's what Melissa meant. It could have been the tape. She could have been like, just steal the tape. Or it really could have been somebody's going to help her stage her death, Ezra, and she's going to go on the run. So Spencer wants to cut the cord with Allie and wants to tell Lieutenant Tanner. She wants Lieutenant Tanner to hear the truth from them before they hear it from A. But obviously Arya has killed Shauna. It was in self-defense, as we know. And she doesn't want to tell the truth because, you know, they fled the scene. Like, they could have gotten off with it if they just would have had been honest in the first place. But now you can't prove it was self-defense. Mona is auditioning for a musical, beautiful singing voice, but her little wee really made me feel like I had to go to the bathroom, so I had to pause it and run, take a potty break, grab a bowl of nachos, and come back. Not really about the nachos. Okay, anyway, Ezra is determined to talk to Allie and basically tell her to say Cyrus was not the guy that kidnapped her. Arya begs him not to, and he says okay. He says okay. I'm just going to repeat that because Arya thinks that Ezra is like, you know, pussy whipped, I guess, and Ezra is not by any means, as we find out later on. So Emily and Allie are talking, and she says that Cyrus is the one that gave her the scar. They lived in this abandoned basement together. You know, Cyrus knew she was on the run, and Allie says he stole my money and my things. Right then, I really felt that this was a lie. I really, really did. My gut said liar. Okay? And then it changed when they went to the basement and she had this fucking flashback. And I was like, oh, poor Allie. You know, I felt bad. Then I felt pissed at the end of the episode, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay. Mona has a panic attack when she gets called up for her turn to audition for this musical. And she's freaking out about her bag when she finally comes to. And Hannah goes through it real quick and sees the mugshot of Cyrus Petrilla in the bag. Why did Mona pass out? She tells Hannah later on that she had a panic attack. And Hannah's like, you've never had panic attacks. So why did she pass out? You know? Is it that we're supposed to take away from this that Mona doesn't do well under pressure? Like, I mean, the audition was a big deal. You know, Hannah was saying what a big deal was to normal people. So I'm wondering if this is a sign that Mona really isn't A, because, you know, now she could be back on the A team. We're not sure. But I don't know. Like, I'm not sure. I think A wants to keep Allie there and Mona wants her gone. So that's my one reason for Mona not being A. And this one, it just kind of stood out to me that, like, we're supposed to draw a little more from Mona passing out. You know what I mean? I don't know. The show just makes you overanalyze every little detail. Like, oh, Arya had a grilled cheese sandwich. Oh, A had a grilled cheese sandwich. You know, stuff like that. It's crazy. Ezra is in the Rear Window Brew, or one of the other eateries they have in Rosewood. I think they have two. And he sees Allie, and after he's told Arya he's not going to talk to her, he's like, fuck it, and storms right over. I thought that they were going to have a great confrontation, but it was really short because Mr. D comes and is like, if you want to talk, we can go to the police or whatever. And Arya oversees them talking. She's really, really pissed off. It looks like she has a box of her mom's bridal shower decorations. And she's going out to her car, and Ezra's talking to her there. And it looked like she dropped something, and he picked something up and put it in his pocket. I still don't trust Ezra. I don't think we can trust Ezra. I don't believe the whole shtick that, you know, oh, he was writing a book, and that's how we explain that away. Okay, he might not be A, they might be lying to us, but he was writing a book. He should know a whole lot more about what's going on in Rosewood than he's letting on. You know what I mean? He had all those creeper cams everywhere, and he fucking doesn't know shit? No. That doesn't work. He knows something. So I still don't trust Ezra. That's just me. I trust Nohan 100% on the other hand. Like, he's probably like the only person I think that isn't A. And watch, he's going to be A. I'll get to that a little bit at the end. So anyway, Mona is trying to figure out who set up all this crap with Cyrus. And she is hacking into Lieutenant Tanner's phone. It looks like she might be in a cop car. Hannah comments on how nice the car is. Might be Noel's car, because last episode Noel had a really nice car. And they want to follow Mona wants to follow Cyrus and see who he leads them to. This scene I thought was really cute. You know, Mona and Hannah are like kind of catty at each other, but then again they're like pointing out all these details that they would know from being friends for so long. You know what I mean? Like, do we think that Mona was really genuine in the beginning, or was it a fake friendship? I don't know. A part of me wants to think that Mona had good intention, you know? But I don't know, because it all changed really fast. So Spencer searched Melissa's shed. Melissa says we have to stop searching each other's rooms, which I found interesting for my theory that Melissa was the one behind the missing recorder. And she says she saw Melissa's tickets that Melissa wants to run because it's not safe there. Spencer wants to know her secrets, and Melissa can't tell him yet. When are you going to tell him? When you're dead? On that video that we probably won't see for like another freaking season? That really just pissed me off. But she pointed out that her family doesn't do well with revealing things. And I could not have agreed more. I mean, they hide shit. They make like little things out, drag them out, and it's like some big freaking fiasco. When you finally find out, it's like, oh, the cat ate the tuna fish. You know, that was the secret, really? But anyway, I think maybe Melissa knows who A is. We've found out, like, over the course of, like, tweets and stuff on social media, that a character or characters will find out who A is, and they'll drop a major clue. I haven't seen the major clue yet, but maybe Melissa knows something, and maybe that's why she might die. Just saying. So, Allie, Lieutenant Tanner, and Mr. D go to the basement on 5th Street, I think is the name. And Allie has this flashback of her introducing Cyrus to her friends, and then him stealing her stuff, and this, like, painting keeps, like, flashing. It was in the flashback when she told Emily about it. I don't know what's significant about this painting. But he's stealing her stuff and her money, and she tries to stop him, and he cuts her in the thigh. And I was like, oh, poor Allie. Fucking bamboozled, I was. Never believe Allie, you shall not. I don't know if I passed talking like Yoda. Sorry, I had a little nerd moment. So back in Mona's car, Mona is confessing that Allie scares her, and that's why she went on the offensive and, you know, got all these people to side with her. So I'm not sure if this means that, you know, this could possibly, again, be a clue that she's not on the A team. She was just, didn't want to go back to being loser Mona, and who could blame her? You know, Allie treats people like shit. She really does. Like Noel pointed out last episode, she uses people and then just throws them away. I don't know if she knows a genuine friend if it bit her in the face. Like this episode, she's going to piss Emily off, and Emily was the only one on her side. So, I don't know. She can't have friends, I feel like. She can have acquaintances, but friends, I don't think she knows what a friend is. So, after Allie has confessed to the basement being the place where she was held, supposedly, Mona hears that Cyrus is about to be released, and then they hear that Lieutenant Tanner calls in over the radio, hold him, but it's already too late. He gets away. Ella is out of her sweats. Go Ella. That was a really quick recovery. I'm so proud of you, not letting a man keep you down, girl. And she's actually being a mom to Arya when Arya needs a mom. We had 2 parents in this episode and a mention of a third. I was like, what the hell is going on? We never see one parent, you know what I mean? Like, it can be like 5, 6 episodes before one is even mentioned. But anyway, she's being a mom to Arya, and Arya's talking to her and saying she's not really sure if she can trust Ezra. Good girl, Arya. You know, I don't really trust Ezra, and I feel like viewers and people on the show have taken Ezra writing a book and been okay with it and just like, oh, he's not bad now. We're moving on. You have to suspect everybody, I think. You know? Like, oh, why is it okay? Like, he was writing a book, okay. He had cameras everywhere. Y'all have to realize this. He knows something. If he says he doesn't, he's a liar. What did he take from Arya, you know, and put it in his pocket? Why did he do it? For his book that he is writing? Is he still writing it? I thought he gave it up. I don't know. So, Emily is really pissed off at Allie. I mean, she is furious because Allie has basically said that Cyrus was the one who held her hostage, and she said she stood up for Allie for nothing. She is really angry, and she brings up all these, like, you know, things that happen, like Hannah being hit and her being trapped in an elevator and almost dying, and she says we got through all of that because we stuck together, but you're, like, throwing us under the bus. And Emily, hold on, collect myself. Allison says that she's gonna make it right. And Emily says, I'm done, Allie. I'm so done with you. When Allie said she would make it right, she looked pretty genuine, but I think it's a little too, it's too little, too late. There we go. For Emily, she's over Allie now. Like, everybody is just over it. The only reason Arya really hasn't pushed her aside like the other girls have is because she did kill Shauna, and if this gets out, Arya could be in big trouble because she fled the theater. So the girls are at Hannah's. Emily comes in a little bit later, and she is on board with Spencer's plan of ditching Allie tonight. She has the photos. It didn't really say if Spencer gave her the photos or if she went to Spencer's house and took them, you know? Like, how'd you get those? Maybe they made copies. Who knows? The only one who isn't on board yet is Arya, for obvious reasons. Toward the end of the episode, we see Cyrus talking to Vivian Darkbloom. It's Allie in the Vivian Darkbloom wig. He says he's a little frustrated because it took, like, longer than he expected, I think. He says he could have told the truth about her, how they met, and how much fun they had. And she's like, she said something along the lines of, I should have left you where you were, or something like that. You know, she threatens him. She's like, I found you once. So, was this flashback real and Allie, like, hunted him down to, like, get revenge, or is this whole flashback, like, bullshit, and, you know, Cyrus, it didn't really happen that way? I'm really not sure what to think right now, because I just feel, like, totally screwed over by Allie right now. Like, in past episodes, it's been, like, fluctuating, like, okay, I like Allie, she ran for a reason, she's obviously scared of someone. That is the main point that everybody has to remember. Allie left for a reason. There was somebody there that was after Allie. Or else why would she leave Rosewood? She had it made, you know. She was Queen Bee. So we got to remember that Allie left for a reason, but at the same time, this episode really pissed me off. Because now I'm not sure what I can believe, if anything, out of Allie's mouth. So anyway, Allie is handing him a passport, and she says it's his one chance to start over. He better use it. And he responds with, the way you used it, Allie? So obviously he's really pissed off at her about something, kind of rubbing in her face that she's not using her one chance to start over well enough. I got so frustrated. And Allie is in the black hoodie, by the way. Now, we saw Black Hoodie steal the tape recorder out of Spencer's bedroom, and then Allie, once again, is in the black hoodie. Now, remember, Mona had the black hoodies, okay? So, A could be using the same black hoodie, but it doesn't necessarily mean that every time we see Black Hoodie, it's automatically A. You know what I mean? It could be Mona's Army. It could be freaking Allie and her Vivian get-up. I mean, it could be anybody. So toward the end, Melissa is making her video to Spencer, supposedly confessing her secret. I still don't think that sounds right. Oh well, she's telling Spencer her secret, and it cuts off really quick, so we can't hear shit. So I don't think we're gonna see this frickin' video for a really long time. That's just me, because they like to hold shit out on you and not give you like a tiny little morsel to cling on. Well, they will. They'll give you like one little thing to cling on, like between summer and winter, and you're like desperate, pick it apart from every angle, and that's all you have to go on. I don't think we're going to see this video for a while. I'm not sure if Melissa will die. I think she might disappear. If she is the one, we're assuming Melissa might die. She might not. She might be completely safe. Who knows? At the very end of the episode, we see Black Hoodie /A/ I don't fucking know, folding up their hoodies and a Candy Striper outfit. Okay? I know all four of the liars in Allie have worn this outfit. I don't know of anybody else wearing this outfit, but it goes with the theory that I have that Big A has been involved from the beginning in this game. If you've watched a previous video, I've mentioned that Ian's suicide note had all the T's capitalized, and so did the card to the parents of Bethany Young. And another thing that I noticed when I was rewatching recently here, way back in season 2, when Emily's in the hospital with her ulcer, Aria brings her coffee and they tell her she can't have it, and it's just the 4 liars in the room, okay? Later that night, Emily goes to eat her dinner, and on her drink lid, it says, "Hey, Em, cream with your coffee? A." How would Mona know that? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, Mona wouldn't know little detail like that. So maybe it was one of the liars folding up the hoodies. Some people might see it as Melissa was folding up, getting ready to leave. But it looked like Black Hoodie or whoever was just doing laundry. Another thing, they stole the medical charts from Allie in the same episode, and they were suddenly missing a page. I thought they had all of them together. Who knows? By the time season 5A is over, I will be officially done with school, so I hope to be doing a little more on my Pretty Little Liars YouTube page, getting more involved in that, and in Twitter. If you're not following me, you can on Twitter, at PLLChick8811. Normal spelling for chick. Anyway, I'm going to start doing like Pretty Little Liars Theory Thursday videos. It can be crazy theories, it can be whatever. So if you want to start submitting your theories to me, and I might choose yours to talk about. And I think that my first theory, or one of the theories that I want to do, is who I think is not on the A team. Right now, it's 2 people, Melissa, okay, and Noel Kahn. I don't think he's on the A team at all. I know I'm going to get probably persecuted for this, and Noel probably will be on the A team because, you know, he's the only one I don't suspect. But right now, I don't think he's on it at all. You know, okay, so when they figure out who Uber A is, I've always envisioned it only being like Spencer. Like, she's Googling something, and then a detail clicks into place, and she does all this frantic searching, and then she, like, goes by herself because the liars might be mad at her or sleeping, and Spencer just wants to corner big like Uber A. I've always thought it'd be Spencer that discovers Uber A. But anyway, like, watch, because I don't suspect Noel Kahn at all. Spencer goes to A's lair, and then Noel is like sitting there and like pulling down the little light and be like, Spencer, I've been expecting you. Or Toby. Like, I could see either one of them in that role, but Noel would just make me go, really? Come on now. Like, the one person I didn't suspect. Also, really quick before I sign off from this video, I want to ask y'all what you think of next week's promo. It looked like Hannah, I gotta go back and watch, but it looked like Hannah was in Caleb's cabin. It might have been Allie. They look so much alike, so it was really hard for me to tell. And she asked if he was either looking for something or going somewhere, and it looked like a pretty confrontational scene, and she was like, I have to tell you something. Is the twin theory gonna finally come out? You guys know that I feel that the two strongest contenders on the show of being twins are Allie and Hannah, or Cece and an unknown. I want to talk about that in a Theory Thursday video as well. So once again, thank you so much for watching. If you like what I have to say or have some theories of your own, share down below, please. And I will see you guys next week. Have a great day.